Hey internet. So a little while ago I was really excited and I took this photo for Instagram basically while I was scoping out the bay for a shoe sale that was going to happen there, and I knew it was going to be a really good shoe sale because I had a 20% off coupon that they had sent me, and I noticed that a lot of the brands that I was interested in also had an additional $50 off if you spent $150 or more. They really did just have some beautiful shoes at pretty affordable prices. So if you're on the market for a new pair of shoes, like pumps for work or anything like that, or boots, then you might want to keep a lookout for these brands because I think they're both excellent brands. I got 3 pairs of shoes, and then at the end of the video I will also show you my new hat that I'm quite in love with, which is a big trend going on right now. So I thought it would be fun to do a kind of boots and hat fall inspired haul for these things that I recently purchased and am so excited to wear. So if you saw that Instagram photo, then this will be the least surprising item for you. And I am so pleased to have kind of found this brand because I had purchased cashmere sweaters from them before at the Bay and found them to be very high quality, quite affordable for being kind of made of luxury materials. And that brand is Lord & Taylor, and for shoes apparently their brand is called 424 Fifth, or at least that's the line that the Bay here in Canada carries. And it's kind of neat for me to share this with you because that's where we get this line here in Vancouver, but I can imagine that in the States, Lord & Taylor is a department store, so they must carry it in a lot of different places. And I have to say I'm so impressed with the quality of these for the price. I think they retail regular price for $150, but obviously once I got the 20% off and then the $50 off, I didn't pay that. So these are just such a neat design. I believe they are inspired by design by Alexander McQueen, and a number of different brands that I noticed at the Bay were also kind of rocking this slightly kind of biker check ribbed leather detailing at the back of the boots. So you guys can see, to me that's very reminiscent of a very soft leather jacket. The lambskin feels really soft on these, and then the rest of the boot is made from black suede. They do have quite a high heel, if you can see that, but it's very comfortable and stable to walk in, and it has a little bit of a platform along with a rounded almond toe, which was a huge selling point for me. I basically purchased a pair of boots at Tory Burch, had terrible customer service, and they were totally different than what I had expected because they came out super pointy, kind of like witches' shoes. Just thought they really looked quite Pretty Woman and not in a good way. So I returned those and I purchased these, and basically they ended up being half the price, and I adore them so much more. So I just love the detailing at the back. It really makes the boots for me. But in terms of functionality, I also like that these boots look awesome and quite kind of, I don't know, quite cool and sexy with pants, but they also transition really well with a dress and give it a little bit of edge. And then while I was there, it always starts like that, doesn't it? It's so hard to walk out of a store buying just one thing, but these I thought were just too awesome to leave behind. You guys know my obsession with navy, so these have navy tips and then a block navy heel along with cobalt blue suede, so they're entirely suede actually. And these are just such work appropriate pumps, but they are also just so fun. I mean, I have actually worn these once. I'm gonna admit it, you guys, I couldn't wait. I wore these once on Casual Friday along with jeans and a simple sweater, and I got so many compliments on them. I just think they are so gorgeous. And these were also a pretty good deal. I think once the discount and everything was factored in, they were about $75 or something like that, maybe $80 once you added the tax in. But for the quality and the feel of these, I thought that that was quite a good deal. And finally, for the shoes that I got, I also splurged, and this was the most expensive item that I got. These boots are from Haan, so they were originally $340, and then I did get all the discounts on them too. So I thought that that was quite a good deal for Haan because it's a very expensive brand normally if you get it from any department store store or order it online. So I basically feel like I got outlet prices, which is where I normally buy my Haan shoes, because I just think it's an awesome brand. They have the Nike Air technology. They're just beautifully made. I've always found the leather to be a very high quality. I can wear these with pants or just with tights, and they fit really well either way because they do have a little bit of elastic here on the sides. So they're made quite smartly that way to fit probably a lot of people. And then they have this basically faux alligator skin detailing on the heel and on the side going up, along with a little strap. So that's kind of a fun little detail that makes these different. Again, they have that rounded almond toe that I feel like looks very tasteful. Still quite sexy. Like any kind of pointier shoe is going to be a little bit sexier, but in a good way, with both of these pairs, in my opinion. Of course, you guys know I like to share my take on things with you guys, and you can take it or leave it, but I like to share my new things with you because I just get so excited about them. And then they have a little bit of a buckle with very subtle branding on it, which I like. And then of course a huge selling point for me for both of these pairs of boots that I've shown you is that they both have zippers going up the side. I do not like boots where the zipper goes up the back. You should not require an assistant in order to get in and out of your boots in this day and age, but I feel like a lot of shoe designers just don't realize that. Forgive the cat fur that is already sticking to these heels. Fufu has been there, I can see. But so I just feel like these are really smartly made. Finally, I was in Vancouver Fashion Week, as you guys know, and I felt very inspired there. I was very wide-eyed and sparkly-eyed and all of those good things. And I noticed that pretty much all the cool people in the audience had hats on. Now, some of them I would say were not exactly like real-life friendly, but it definitely put hats on the radar for me, and so I just kind of kept looking for one that looked good on me and that I felt like I could actually wear like in public as opposed to for Halloween. And I kept finding fedoras everywhere, but what I really wanted was something that kind of reminded me of like a Sienna Miller kind of look that was going to be a little bit boho, a little bit chic, and quite feminine as well. So what I found, and I'll put it on because what's the point of just showing you a hat that's all floppy otherwise, is this one from Club Monaco, and it was a little bit pricey because it's from a brand called Hat Attack that I think is more high-end. So I believe this is a wool blend. Yeah, it's actually 100% wool. And it's a camel color. I really like it. I feel like I probably am giving myself hat head in this video, but I think this hat's actually not too bad for that. It's a really good fit. It has this thin pony hair band going around it along with a little buckle, so it's definitely a nicer hat. If you are looking for kind of a cheap fedora, they're everywhere, so you can easily find one at any store, and I would recommend getting a bit more of a bargain. But in terms of this more rounded floppy shape, I couldn't find one that would hold its shape anywhere. I went to Topshop and it was just like in front of my eyes, and I was like, well, I'm gonna get run down by a bus if I buy that. So I felt like that definitely just kind of allowed me to shell out on this one, right? So I don't know, that's how I reasoned through it. But in case you're looking for the same style, like I said, it's the camel color, and this is called the Luna hat. To me, wearing a hat like this is just a lovely trend because it's a little bit retro and you instantly feel like a put-together lady when you have your hat on. I do think in terms of etiquette, it's nice if you go over to someone's house to take your hat off. Some people will maybe disagree with me on that one, but I do take my hat off when I go inside to anybody's house or into my office or anything like that. I think that's most appropriate. That is just my final 2 cents on things. I'm just rambling at you guys. Basically, we're just having a hat conversation now, so I should probably let you go with this mini fall boots and hats haul, and I will see you guys in my next video.